What is good, family? I have my favorite upper day for you guys, along with the narration of my thoughts before and during the workout, because I do believe that the pre-workout meditation, the pre-workout ritual is just important as the workout itself, because if you go into the workout with clear intentions and a clear mind, the session is just going to be that much more killer. So here you see me about to cross the street, waiting for these cars to get by, as I make my way to the cemetery, which is the place I've been having the more clear thoughts. I like to think, and I like to ask God for wisdom, ask Him for knowledge. And the cemetery is just a new location in my map that I've been exploring. I definitely feel a different sense of peace when I walk through this park, and it really grounds me, especially before a workout. I want to give thanks that I can even work out. I have the capability to work out. I have all my limbs, I have all my health, I have the testosterone and the youth. There's a lot to be grateful for. Something about this walk with my music, this specific song that is playing in the background, just some 432 hertz vibration meditation music that you can find on SoundCloud or anywhere. It's a very good combo. So here you see me just checking out the graves, and it feels good. The first steps here, the oxygen starts tasting and breathing a little nicer. You really start settling down and thinking, I'm really here for a short amount of time, especially if you're in your early 20s. I'm 23 years old. I see it as have a third of my life lived, 23, round up to 25. If you get lucky, you live 75. That's not a lot of time you have left, so assuming you get that lucky. So here I'm walking towards this little baby grave that I've been visiting. The date on it is September to December of the same year. I can't really remember the date right now, and the meta glasses didn't get the date as clearly as I'd like it, but this is the grave of a 3-month-old. And I always like to visit this specific little grave because it sparks this one question inside of me of, where does the soul of this baby go in the afterlife? What thoughts does the soul have? Like, it didn't gain consciousness or have time to gain consciousness on earth. It just kind of came here and left immediately. So what's this process like of entering earth? I always believe that you sign almost like a contract. Your soul signs a contract to come onto this earth, knowing what it has in store. But what happens to those who don't really have much time, like the children and babies? Just a little thought I was going to share with you guys. I also like doing my little salute to the graves of these American troops that died for us. There is a lot in this cemetery. A lot of people lost their lives for this country, and 4th of July just happened, but you do get a sense of patriotism when you walk by it and stare at the people who actually fought and died for this country, dude. It's super honorable. And look at these big houses. I always laugh a little when I see the huge graves, because I'm like, how funny and ironic that everyone's soul is just gone. Not here, but even in the afterlife, some people just can't help trying to outdo others, and just, you have a grave, I have a house. Who cares? You're dead. A little bit of trash here. I don't know if there's a homeless or just someone grieving and forgot, so I don't really take any hate to it, just throw it away. If you guys ever do see litter or trash anywhere, especially somewhere like a park, beautiful park, just toss it. If you're afraid of germs, man up. Just throw it away, dude. Be the garbage man of the earth. I'm sure it's gonna make everything a lot nicer, and the grass and the nature will appreciate it. seeing the end of the rope right now, hitting the street of Miami. Buildings are popping up. While I'm walking through this, it feels like I'm in a mystical land. The music combined with the scenery, combined with the questions you ask yourself about life, it feels really, really surreal. And it feels really nice by the time you get to the end of this and you're just appreciating life to a whole different degree. I like to peek my head out here. This is the crazy part of the walk, of the cardio session, the cemetery. I just pop my head out here and the peace kind of, floats away a little. But I get to take a deep peek into here, see the cars going to their work, people just thinking about stuff. No one's really thinking about their demise except me. Yeah, you see me taking my deep breaths in there. It feels so good to be alive at this point. And then I turn back and I feel 1,000 souls saying hey to me. Before I was just staring at the back of the graves, but now I can see everyone's names and religions and the signs on their stones. It's kind of funny how we all come into this earth as one and we all leave worshiping different things. Here you see a little pentagram, and over there you see some crosses, some Judaic stars. You see everything here, man. Everyone comes in this earth and they just choose their group and die by it. It's a little silly in my opinion, since we all are born in one earth and live one life under one truth, but let people believe whatever makes them feel safe and whatever keeps them being a good person, right? So I am feeling so good during this part. I finish my walk, finish my thoughts. I feel extremely light. I feel extremely grateful. I feel extremely connected to my purpose on this earth. I feel like I've tapped into something higher. I feel it's amazing. It's really, I can't put words into it. I'm trying my best, but you feel like you are born with a mission. A man on a scooter on a mission. But right now, the mission is to get to the gym. I go my little scooter, take my deep breaths in. It feels so good, guys. I really can't describe the quality of oxygen you can receive when you're done with that walk. I took my friend on this pre-workout walk, and he told me it gave him such a deep perspective and different perspective on how he's been living his life. So that's why I kind of wanted to bring you guys on this journey, in case anyone else needed this perspective, in case anyone else really needed to reflect and pause and really ask yourself, why am I here? What is my purpose? And when I look at this big, beautiful elevation gym, I know, oh my God, it's not a coincidence that the cemetery is right next to it, because I feel like I am aligned. I am where I am supposed to be. You know what's crazy? As I got closer to the gym, my thoughts shifted into, is this a stupid idea? Should I even make this video? Should I just stop filming right now? And I quickly had to catch myself, because that's quite literally the devil distracting me and trying to tell me, yo, this isn't good enough. But guess what? The vision for this was too clear to not follow through with it. So here is the upper workout. So exercise number 1 of the workout is going to be the military press. You see, exercise number 1 is always the most important workout, because it's the one you get the most gains on, because it's the one you're most fresh on. And I want huge delts, so you got to do the military press. Exercise 1 should always be a compound, never a machine, in my opinion. If you have the most energy, you should be doing some free weight stuff that's incorporating more than one muscle. You see here, you have your whole shoulders moving, along with your abs, along with your triceps. I do 1 warm-up set, followed by 3 working sets, and I follow that guideline throughout my entire workout. 3 workout sets. I'll knock it down to 2 once you get deeper in the workout, but at least 3. Low volume has become so popularized, I think it's dumb. In the good old days, they were doing up to 5 sets, so let's put in some work and put in some grit behind our workouts and stop training like a bunch of, you know what. second movement we got is the lateral raise. It's gonna help more with the width of your shoulders. I like using a machine or a cable because it's nice and stable. I don't really like using free weights because you're not really gonna control it on the way down. At least machines and cables help you keep the tension there so it gets those delts to blow up. Here I'm doing single arm at a time also because you want to avoid size differences. I am a righty, so my right shoulder is a lot stronger than my left. It's also a little visibly larger, so I'm making sure I'm cranking out as many as I can to absolute failure with my left arm first, resting a tad bit and just matching it on my right. That's the best way to train because you want to have symmetry and balance throughout your entire body. You don't want one shoulder or arm to be larger than the other because that's just going to have problems in the future and it just doesn't look right, So look at my right arm cranking out what the left struggled to do with a few reps in reserve, but it doesn't matter. I didn't film exercise number 3, but keep up with me now. I'm doing exercise number 4, which is a lat pull down from the sagittal plane, which basically just means I'm pulling with my elbow behind me. Exercise number 3 was the lat pull down that you see right there in the corner all the way at the end, where I'm pulling my elbow straight down into my rib cage. That's the frontal. Your lats have 2 responsibilities, sagittal and frontal. Elbow to rib, elbow to back. Choose the one that you're weaker on and do it first. For me it's frontal, so that's the one I did before. I did 3 sets of frontal lat pull downs and 2 sets of the sagittal lat pull down, both single arm. As you can see, you want that full symmetry in that entire body. Exercise number 5 is going to be a chest supported row. Your back only needs 3 movements to grow, and it's going to be lats from the frontal plane, sagittal plane, and a row. So this is going to complete my entire back, but you also have to make sure you are pulling with your elbows nice and high. Just look at my elbows for a second. You see how I'm pulling near my upper back. I want to grow my traps and my rear delts with this movement. I want to have a really strong row, and I want my elbows to be nice and high, so I'm not pulling with my lats. A lot of people sit higher up, elbows drag down. That's not wrong, but that's not what we're training. So if you want those nice fat rear delts, pull high, okay? Exercise number 6, we got the tricep extension. Now guys, don't be fooled. The tricep extension is the only exercise you need to grow big triceps. You don't need all these intricate workouts you see online. 3 sets of a single arm cable tricep extension is all you need. 2 to 3 times a week, your arms will blow up. Just make sure you're getting stronger. If you hit 90 pounds for 6, hit them for 7, hit them for 8. Just watch your arms slowly blow up. Your triceps are gonna look insane because the average guy has 0 triceps and the average gym bro doesn't really have impressive triceps either. So make sure you have massive protruding triceps. The last exercise of the workout is gonna be the wrist curl. Now look at the way I'm curling with every single rep. Deep intention, deep squeeze, and with a lot of force. You wanna have strong forearms. Don't just pump these out. Don't do these sets of 15 that everyone's telling you to do. You want to get nice and strong. Track your workouts and make sure your forearms are getting stronger with every single session, or they're just not going to grow. Same with every other muscle in your body. And do your single arm, because look how I just cranked out the left arm's reps and the right one so fast. Little flex, look at that. Nice forearms, just complete the physique so beautifully, guys. Never skip them. Got my little physique check right here. Not gonna talk much, just watch. Look at that flex. Guys, when you're training consistently, you're not gonna notice the progress for weeks, sometimes even months. But just stay true to your set graph and stay true to getting stronger on all your lifts. And one day, you're gonna look in the mirror, and instead of seeing the same pump as always, you're gonna see a whole new body, bro. You're gonna see the masterpiece you've created by just getting stronger. That's the name of the game, boys. Just stay consistent. And that's the end of the workout, guys. I'll throw it up here in list form so you guys can copy it yourself and not forget. Look at all these beautiful cars outside the gym, and look at my beautiful scooter that's gonna take me back home. last phase of the gym, which is the tanning phase. You already got your pump in, looking good, looking diced, looking sweaty. Now I got these hot Miami rays on my back, on my way to the pool to get even more tan. Wrapping up this video, if you guys have any questions on anything ever, you can leave me a DM on my Instagram at francobra, or leave me an email, francomartorella@gmail.com, to work with me one-on-one, or just to ask me anything. I love responding to anyone who engages with my videos. So get tan, get jacked, find God, and seek truth. Peace.